I have spent hours of my time responding to ads, only to get no response, sometimes from employers and sometimes even from temps. I was even, at one time, able to identify who placed the ad. They posted a fax number and I recognized it as one I had previously applied to. Anyway, when calling regarding the ad, was told they actually weren't sure if they were going to hire anyone at all. When you follow up with a temp concerning your response to an ad for a position they are looking to fill, you either can speak with the contact person and have to leave a message on voicemail with no return call from them, or if you are lucky enough to actually speak with someone, you are told they don't have anything for you. I suspect a lot of these companies are just collecting names in any event. I think this is cruel. It is enough work just trying to find a job without spinning your wheels on a non-existent position. If they aren't seriously ready to hire, they shouldn't post an ad. Another good one is that when you go to a company to fill out an application, you do follow-ups. After several follow-ups 1 month after filling out the application, you are told they are still accepting applications. Seems to me that with all of the people that are out of work, they should have been able to find someone qualified for the position before a month went by. I wouldn't want to be the person who needs to go through all of those applications. I think they need to hire someone just to do that. Pay, what can I say? With many years under the belt, a lot of employers don't want to pay for talent. I saw a position posted the other day in RI. They wanted everything under the sun for knowledge and experience, but only wanted to pay peanuts for it. Times are tough for everyone, even for some companies, but you can't help but feel that we are all being taken advantage of. The economy, to a certain degree, is just being used as their crutch for justifying the low wages. This is a message of someone who is sick and tired of being jerked around. Looking for work nowadays can be stressful. Let's say you find a job posting and you apply for it. You hear nothing, or if you're lucky you might get something like, "We are reviewing your application and we will get back to you if you qualify." You follow up only to get no replies, or you find out the job really didn't exist in the first place. These are ghost jobs. Then there are those who take advantage of the unemployed by having their jobs at $8 an hour with 12-hour shifts with rotation. Perhaps thinking if you need a job bad enough. Then there are those who are from a popular retail store and a popular video store who post their job openings in many locations, like all of a sudden they are doing great and in need of help, only to find out that they are not really hiring now and are taking application for future possible openings. Finally, those temp agencies that post jobs have you travel long distances to fill out the paperwork and not to hear from them again. A few days later the same job is on Craigslist offered by another agency. Unemployment doesn't last forever. Stop filling your quotas by posting fake jobs. People like myself need a job. People's lives are at stake. Let's stop the nonsense and get America back to work. The following are from posters who are looking for work using Craigslist, and this is what they are experiencing. Pardon the language, but you can sense the frustration. I will read them to you. 5+ years experience for $8.50 an hour, Fantasyland. Date, March 5, 2010, 8:28 a.m. Are most of these posters serious? They want 5+ years experience for a lot of jobs and expect people to drool over $8.50 an hour. I saw one a couple months ago that required a bachelor's degree and had a starting pay rate of $11 to $13 an hour. Yeah, right. I just spent $60,000 on an education and I'm going to work for $11 an hour. And entry-level jobs that want 3 years experience. Entry-level means entry-level. It's no wonder why you see the same posts day after day for the same jobs. And here is another. For real date, March 5, 2010, to 38 p.m. I have been out of work for a little over a year due to sickness, just got the okay to go back. I called a temp service that were looking for forklift operator with at least 2 years experience for $9 to $10 an hour. When I called and asked about how long it would be until I got hired full time, I was told that as long as both sides are happy, meaning the agency and the employer, it could be a while. So basically, I work my butt off for an employer and some person sitting on their butt making money doing absolutely nothing with no time period of when I can make more money. Temp agencies are a bunch of BS. We should all strike against them and let them know how hard it is to support a family making $10 an hour for a long period of time. Make them get off their asses. Although I read to you only 2 stories, so I decided to do some research myself. I have found jobs offered from the same companies posted over a period of time that offer jobs that are posted within a matter of weeks apart. I decided to question these repeat postings and found as soon as the probationary period is over they let you go. Now one may ask, why haven't I gotten off unemployment from all of this time? The answer is obvious. My previous skills are not what these employers want for the positions they are offering. Then comes experience. Then there is the old question of the high school diploma. Many will argue over whether it's really needed, but when you see job offers that specifically say it is required right on the job offer, then you know something. I have been through this time and time again. If these things mentioned weren't a factor in getting me employed, I would have found a job a long time ago. Sure, I may have been in the manufacturing business for some time, but I don't know plastic injection, CNC, Bridgeport or milling. When they ask this and you tell them, well then I'm then sitting here saying this to you instead of working for an employer. I was hoping not to return to manufacturing as I have suffered by means of 2 back injuries, depression, stress reduction classes, shoulder surgery, mild arthritis. Is this what I need to do, go back to that? As it is now, we are once again, I'm down to the wire, and I find that after seeking services and the timing is close to the end when things finally appear to start in motion. I have explained to them that my GED classes are in effect, but they don't end until late April. Now if I don't have a job or a continuance of an employment, how do I complete these tasks with no funds to maintain the household and attend school at the same time? It is not comfortable sitting in a classroom while being hungry and the mortgage company is seeking foreclosure on you. So once again I feel that I'm on the vicious circle of going nowhere. So, as I mentioned to you that I have 4 weeks left on unemployment, so what are my chances that I can fulfill this task? These are very frustrating moments for me, and as of this you cannot imagine the fury that is running in me. Almost 2.5 years of my life has been running around seeking help and services, and finally once again when you find yourself 2 steps forward but you're really 2 steps backward. If there was a job in this tough market that these employers are willing to train and not expect the individual to walk off the street to just jump in and do the job, then I'll be able to complete this task, but I don't have any of this or anyone for that matter offering such. All I'm seeing is the same old stuff that makes my head spin. I'm going to end this for now. As I mentioned, my blood is boiling at this point. It is too much for anyone to handle.